Hi students, this is S1, your maths teacher, and welcome back to this video classes. So in the previous video, we completed relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So for suppose if you are take a linear polynomial, it has exactly one zero value. Okay, and we are defined that zero value like this: 0 of a linear polynomial ax plus b is equal to minus b by a, that means minus constant by x quotient. Okay, for suppose if you take a quadratic polynomial, so its degree is 2, so it has at most two zeros. So if you take the two zeros as alpha and beta, here we observe two relations. What are the two relations? Sum of the zeros, that means alpha plus beta is equal to minus x quotient by x square quotient, and product of the zeros is equal to, that means alpha into beta is equal to c by a constant by x square quotient. So for suppose if you take a cubic polynomial, it has at most three zero values, and if you take the three zeros as alpha, beta, gamma, here we observe three relations. The first one is sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a minus x square quotient by x cube quotient, and sum of the product of any two zeros is equal to c by a, that means x quotient by x cube quotient. And third relation, product of the zeros is equal to, that means alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus constant by x cube quotient, that means minus d by a. Okay, and here we discuss one more important point. What is that? If you know the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, how to find that quadratic polynomial? So if alpha beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, then the required polynomial we are defined like this: p of x is equal to k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, where k is a constant. In words, we can present like this: k into x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. Okay, so this is the concept what we completed in the last video. So in this video, we complete exercise sums. So everyone open your textbooks, exercise 2.2, and everyone write these solutions on your running notes. Okay, so everyone open your textbooks, exercise 2.2. Let us start the first one. Here the first question is: find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials. To find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, you have only one algebraic method, that is factorize that quadratic polynomial. That means you write the given quadratic polynomial as a product of two linear factors. So from that linear factors, we easily find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Okay, let's start. So first, the given quadratic polynomial is p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. So in 9th class already you studied how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. Here the first step is by multiplying the constant term and x square term, we split the middle term. Okay, so here the constant term is minus 8 and x square term is x square. The product is minus 8 x square. Now write down the two factors of this minus 8 x square, and when you add these two factors, you get the middle term, that means minus 2x. So here what are the two factors? They are minus 4x and 2x. So it is equal to x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so what is the common factor in the first two terms? That is x. So x into x minus 4, and what is the common factor in the next two terms? That is plus 2. So x plus 2 into x minus 4. So in these two terms, we have x minus 4 is the common factor. So x minus 4 into x plus 2. Okay, in these two linear factors, if any factor value is 0, then the total product is 0. Okay, for example, if you take the first factor x minus 4 at which x value the factor value is 0, at x is equal to 4 minus 4, it is equal to 0, the total product is 0, then the polynomial value is 0. So x is equal to 4 is 0 value of this quadratic polynomial. In the second factor, at which x value the factor value is 0, at x is equal to minus 2. Okay, at x is equal to minus 2. So these two are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial, and if you take the two zeros as alpha and beta, alpha is equal to 4 and beta is equal to minus 2, now find the sum of these two zeros. That means alpha plus beta, it is equal to 4 plus of minus 2, it is equal to 4 minus 2, it is equal to 2. Now verify the relation. So what is the relation of the zeros and the quotients? Here the first relation is sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is equal to, as per the relation, sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. That means minus x quotient by x square quotient. That means minus x quotient. Here what is x quotient? Here what is x quotient? Minus 2 by x square quotient, that is 1. So minus of minus 2 plus 2 by 1, it is equal to 2. Observe the two answers, they are the same. And multiply the two zeros, alpha into beta, it is equal to 4 into minus 2, it is equal to minus 8. Now find out the product of the two zeros from the relation. From the relation, product of the two zeros is equal to c by a, that means constant by x square quotient. Here what is the constant? Minus h by x square quotient is 1, so it is equal to minus 8. Observe the two answers, they are the same. That means in this quadratic polynomial, the relation between the zeros and the quadratic polynomial is verified. Here they are satisfied. Sum of the zeros is equal to 2. Here the sum of the zeros is equal to 2. Product of the zeros is equal to minus 8. Here the product of the zeros is equal to minus 8. Hence the relation is verified. Okay, now come to the second one. Here the second polynomial is p of s is equal to 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Okay, follow the same process. First factorize this quadratic polynomial. So in case if you observe this quadratic polynomial carefully, it is not important to factorize. Why? Because see, observe 4s square you can write as 2s whole square minus 4s we can present as 2 into 2s into 1 plus 1 square. Now observe this, it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. It is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. It is equal to a minus b whole square. That means 2s minus 1 whole square. That means what are the two linear factors of this quadratic polynomial? 2s minus 1 and 2s minus 1. That means this quadratic polynomial has only 1 0 value. Why? Because here we get two same linear factors, but here we are verifying the relation. That's why we take the two zeros as the same number. So in this quadratic, in these two factors, the first factor is 2s minus 1. So at which s value the this factor value is 0, at s is equal to 1 by 2. Why? Because 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 and 2s is equal to 1 and s is equal to 1 minus 2. Okay, so s is equal to 1 by 2. That means 1 0 of this quadratic polynomial is 1 by 2. And another, what is the another 0? It is also 1 by 2. Why? Because the second factor is also same. Okay, now take these two zeros as alpha beta. Alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and beta is equal to 1 by 2. Here the two zeros are equal. That means the parabola touches the x-axis at exactly 1 point only. Okay. Now verify the relations. Sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. It is equal to, here LCM is 2 and numerator is 1 plus 1. It is equal to 2 by 2, 1. From the polynomial, sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. That means minus of s coefficient. Here s coefficient is minus 4 by a, 4. So it is equal to 4 by 4, 1. Same answer. Okay. Now product of the zeros, alpha into beta, it is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. It is equal to 1 by 4. And from the polynomial, product of the zeros is equal to c by a. That means constant. Here the what is the constant? 1 by 4. Both are the same level. That means here also the relation is verified. So this is the second one. Let's come to the third one. Here the given polynomial is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. It is equal to p of x. Observe the polynomial. It is in standard form. That means in that quadratic polynomial, that all terms are arranged in a proper order. No. So first we arrange that. P of x is equal to, generally in quadratic polynomial, first we write the x square term, 6x square, and then x term, and then constant. So 6x square minus 7x minus 3, and follow the same process. Here constant is minus 3 and x square term is 6x square. The product is minus 18x square. Here the two factors are minus 9x plus 2x. So it is equal to 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. So what is the common factor in the first two terms? That is 3x. 2x minus 3. What is the common factor in the last two terms? There is no common factor. That's why take 1. So 1 plus 1 into 2x minus 3. So it is equal to 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1. So what are the linear factors of this quadratic polynomial? They are 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Okay, so at which x value the first factor value is 0. So in case directly if you are not find that, just by equating that linear factor equal 0, we find it. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 by 2. So x is equal to 3 by 2. That means this is 1 0 value of this quadratic polynomial, and the second factor is 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 by 3. This is the second 0 value of this quadratic polynomial. Now we verify the relation. Here the first relation is alpha plus beta, and we are taking this first 0 value as alpha and second 0 value as beta. First 0 value as alpha and the second 0 value is beta. So alpha plus beta, it is equal to 3 by 2 plus of minus 1 by 3. It is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3. It is equal to, here LCM is 6 and the numerator is 9 minus 2. It is equal to 7 by 6. From the polynomial, sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. That means minus x quotient, minus of, here x quotient is minus 7 by x quotient 7. So it is equal to, 7 by 6. And product of the two zeros, alpha into beta is equal to 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. it is equal to minus 3 by 6, it is equal to minus 1 by 2. And from the polynomial, product of the two zeros is equal to alpha into beta, it is equal to c by a, that means constant by x square quotient. Here what is the constant? Minus 3 is the constant, and what is the x square quotient? 6 is the x square quotient. So it is equal to minus 3 by 6, it is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here the relation is verified. Hence verified. Okay, let's come to the fourth one. The given quadratic polynomial p of u is equal to 4u square plus 8u. Observe that polynomial, it is in standard form? No. Why? Because so in a quadratic polynomial we have 3 terms, but here we observe only 2 terms, u square term and u term. Where is the constant? There is no constant. That means it is not in standard form. Actually, in case if it is not in standard form, you replace that missing term by 0. But here it is not important. Why? Because you can easily factorize this quadratic polynomial. It is very simple. Just in this quadratic polynomial we have only 2 terms. Observe the 2 terms and what is the common factor? Here the common factor is 4u. Okay, so if you write that 4u outside, remaining part is 2u plus u plus 2. 4u square, 4u, from the 4u square you take out 4u, another u is there, and from 8u you take out 4u, another factor is 2. So 4u into u plus 2. So where is the second 0 value? Here already we have one linear factor, so that's why from this linear factor we find the 1 0 value. Where is the second 0 value? It is very simple. Just here I am writing u as, this is the 4, u as u minus 0 into u plus 2. U minus 0, it is equal to u. I am presenting this factor as u minus 0. So now what are the 2 zeros of this quadratic polynomial? One is 0 and another one is minus 2. So if you take the 2 zeros as alpha and beta, alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to minus 2. Then what about this 4? 4 is a constant. Okay, so in this when you find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, we are not giving any importance to the constant factor. Here we are taking only linear factors. So here we have 2 linear factors, u minus 0 and u plus 2. So first factor is u minus 0, so its 0 is 0. Second linear factor is u plus 2, its 0 is minus 2. Okay, so these are the 2 zeros. Now verify the relation. Sum of the zeros, that means alpha plus beta is equal to 0 plus of minus 2, it is equal to minus 2. From the polynomial, that means from the relation, the sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a, that means minus x quotient. Here the variable is u, so that means minus u quotient. What is the u quotient? That is 8 by 4, it is equal to minus 2. You get the same result. And product of the zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to 0 into minus 2, it is equal to 0. And here also alpha into beta is equal to c by a, that means c is a constant term. Here there is no constant term, that means the constant term is 0 by zero by 4, it is equal to 0. Yes, get the same result. So hence verified. Let's come to the next one, fifth one. It is equal to p of t is equal to t square minus 15. Observe this polynomial, it is also not in standard form. Here middle term is missed. Then what we do? It is very simple. See, t square minus 15 we can present as root 15 whole square. Now observe this, it is in the form of a square minus b square, so it is equal to a plus b, that means t plus root 15 into t minus root 15. So what are the two zeros of this quadratic polynomial? One is minus root 15 and another one is plus root 15. So t plus root 15 is equal to 0, then t is equal to minus root 15. T minus root 15 is equal to 0, then t is equal to root 15. So two zeros are minus 2 root 15 and plus root 15. Now verify the relation. Sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to minus root 15 plus root 15. It is equal to 0. So from the polynomial, that means from the relation, sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. That means minus x quotient, here variable is t, so minus t quotient. Here there is no t term, so that's why here we take its quotient as 0. That means minus 0 by t square quotient is 1. It is equal to 0. Yeah, product of the two zeros, that means alpha into beta is equal to minus root 15 into root 15. It is equal to minus root 15 to root 15, minus into plus, minus root 15 to root 15, 15. So minus 15. From the polynomial, product the zeros, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. That means constant by x square quotient. Here variable is t, so here constant term is minus 15 by a. That means t square quotient is 1. It is equal to minus 15. Hence verified. Okay, so in the same way, let us try to do the sixth one. Okay, so this is the sixth one. The given polynomial is 3x square minus x minus 4. It is in standard form. I think we verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficients of this quadratic polynomial very easy. Okay, so you can do in your own. So this is the first Roman in the exercise 2.2. so next Roman we'll do in the next video. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye.